Zach did say no uggos.
That's right. You know what's hanging on my X-Mansion? No uggos. Welcome back to the Breakroom. We can't wait for X-Men 97 Season 2 to see where our favorite X-Men ended up. So we're going to go ahead and do it for them. It's Breakroom Assembled. I'm Zach Huddleston, thrilled to be joined today by my partners in assemblage. Brandon Barrick and Jessica Clemons are here.
Why'd you do Wakanda Forever?
I was doing a Wolverine thing, but I realized how Wakanda Forever is.
I know, and it should be. I mean, it is. You are making an X.
Wolverine, he does
Wolverine's
like a
about to
slash like
do that in Wakanda, and they're gonna be like,
Hey,
my brother.
my brother.
hey,
You can't do that. Hey, they're like, what is claws made of? And he's like, adamantium. They're like, okay.
Oh, okay, you got man, yeah. But once we see Captain America,
See that mother. You telling me what that shit
how are they
is.
gonna react when he shows up?
Well, I mean, what if kind of established
true.
that like T'Chaka gave it willingly?
Brandon, watch those MFers this early in the video.
Oh, yeah.
Did I heard he's dropping MF?
You already dropped an MF.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't even hear
It's like
it.
it just
A
came
minute in.
from
I
my
know, it's
soul.
such a natural part of all of our language.
we need to change this.
Maybe that's on YouTube then, and advertisers just get used to it.
That's right. Dole GM.
Dole.
Right, those are the two brands I picked.
Man, when I'm watching YouTube, it's just bananas. Bunch of pineapples.
That's just on your plate in front of the computer.
That's what I'm Googling. Bananas.
Okay,
such
before we get
weirdos.
into the rules for today, we have to announce the winner of the last Assembled. That was creating our Dream Thunderbolts team. Every time we do this, we draft our teams. We leave it up to you in the chat or the comments to vote on who you thought did the best job. And then on the next episode of Assembled, we announce that. Evan hasn't told us who won until right now. Evan?
So last time it was Brandon, Zach, and Jackie. Jackie filling in for Jessica that day.
Our names are similar.
Sorry?
I said our names are similar.
Jays?
Oh, that's true.
They just start with J's.
Ooh.
Well, they both have
Uncanny.
A's and C's and an I and an E. So, what? Am I wrong?
No.
Can anybody else spell?
I've got an A, I guess.
Give me a vowel. I like to buy a vowel.
We got the whiteboard. Let's flip it over.
Stop. Say who the winner is.
And the winner of the Thunderbolts team was Brandon.
No. Not living like this.
Brandon has
Can't live like
Magneto
this.
as his leader, which
That's
I think
right.
maybe was a strong
Heck yeah.
strong pick.
Who was the leader? Say it one more time.
Magneto.
Oh,
Ever heard of
For
him?
the Thunderbolts? Okay.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Didn't feel like a Thunderbolts team.
Zach casted a bunch of old white dudes on.
Well,
And for our true
he
villain,
just said Magneto. That's an
Yeah.
old ass
Okay,
white man.
well, I took
technically
one.
the oldest. Of the
and for our for Brandon's asterisk, I forgot, but he had Rita Repulsa.
Oh, that's
from
right.
the Power Rangers franchise.
We could bring in a villain from anywhere. And I brought in Rita
She's cool.
Repulsa.
She's really cool.
Hell yeah.
though.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
Is that what-
5,000?
Is that what he did? Is that what he did on the
I
show?
probably
bet
did.
he did.
Oh, for sure, there was a Rita.
A bunch of
impression.
putties.
Okay, so the rules for today's Assembled. So we are building our dream X-Men team from X-Men 97 Season 2. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, but X-Men 97 Season 1 ends with, we got a big chunk of the X-Men are way off in the future. We got a big chunk of the X-Men sent way to the past. We got a couple left in the current timeline. So we're saying that if Season 2 were to start tomorrow, right, like who would be our current timeline X-Men squad? Okay, the Earth 1997 version of the X-Men. We're assuming some of those people are in the future, the past are gonna come back, but like who is the day one X-Men squad, right? So the rules to assemble that, we're gonna do it draft style. So that once a character is drafted by one of us, they can't be drafted by anybody else. You have a one chance to use time travel to pull someone from those other two timelines. So you could grab a Cyclops, a Jean Grey, a Professor X, a whoever, but you only get one of those. You have one chance to revive someone from the dead. Now, I already know it's gonna get testy there.
There we go.
Because there's one confirmed dead character. We saw a funeral. There's a lot of other unconfirmed dead characters. So we might see some arguments there. But no variants. Clones are not variants.
What is
Putting that out there.
Clones are not variants. Clones are not variants.
Clones are different people.
Well, then I'm editing my thing.
Okay.
You're just gonna say a clone of every character?
Well, but yeah, you can't say variant, so you couldn't say like I don't know what a good example of this in canon would be, but like you can't pick Earth 616 Wolverine and Earth
Right. If you were
1999
gonna,
Wolverine or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I will also say for one of those clones, the clone I'm thinking of, she's dead. So you'd have to bring her back from the dead.
That might lead to an argument. Let's see. Oh! I didn't see a funeral for that.
Oh.
I didn't see a headstone. Okay, and the roles we're trying to fill, we're trying to build well-balanced teams here, somewhat. So we need all of the kind of classic team roles fulfilled. We need a leader, the brains, the heavy, the muscle, that kind of a role, a telepath, a newbie. This would be like Jubilee in the original series or Sunspot in the most recent version. A character that is going to die tragically, like our boy Gambit in this most recent season. And this is kind of our wild card category. Someone from your team that's going to get sucked through a portal and get dumped into the live action MCU
Heck yeah.
directly.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So, which I have some questions around that. Does that mean that the voice actor will be portraying them in the live
Well,
action?
sort it out right now while I grab this thing, and then we'll figure it out.
I think it means that the character just gets transformed into a live action.
Kind
thing.
of like
I-
Monica Rambeau at the end of the Marvels. But
Yeah, going from an anime. I assumed it was them coming into our world, but they're stranded.
ooh.
Because it says they're stranded. They're coming by themselves stranded.
No, I think it means like they come into the MCU and now they're stuck in the MCU. They don't get to go back.
Nah,
to
I took it as they're stranded in the they're like in the desert. Were you guys not thinking that?
Oh, I was thinking they get sucked into the MCU and now they're in the MCU.
But they're in an MCU
live
that
here.
doesn't have X-Men?
Yes.
Because
But they're still stranded, so
Right.
someone is not.
That means they
no
can't
one-
go back to the.
So
animated.
like they're like showing up like knocking on Scott Lang's door, being like,
Right, this
"Hey,
is-
Iceman
this is-
here."
This is like your way to get a mutant into the MCU before introducing all.
I'm gonna still.
Besides the two we have established, Miss Marvel and Namor,
Okay.
who are established mutants within the MCU.
And again, we will each be assembling our team, filling in all these roles. So we'll each have a 7-member X-Men. Evan did establish that Forge is default on all of our teams.
No,
No,
not.
not default.
he's not
Not.
default.
Yeah, not.
Oh,
not
I missed an important 3-letter word there. Okay. And again, I guess let's just real quick go through the Forge at the end, kind of the post-credit scene, had that great big board of all of the mutants from the series, including some that we hadn't seen in this most recent season, but that were alive and well in this world, some that were considered AWOL, some that were considered dead, and then presumed dead or missing, which were all the characters that are on other timelines. So maybe we'll also have that asset that we can pull up at some point. And so because we're filling in these very specific roles, every character you draft has to fit into one of these team roles. At any point during the draft, if you're like, oh, I already drafted my leader, but actually this person I'm about to draft would be a better leader, so I want to swap them in and move my leader character to a different role. You're allowed to do that once. If just because the draft is going to be a little chaotic and somebody's going to take your characters that you want or whatever, you'll need to adjust on the fly.
That's nice of you. I'm not gonna play like that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna choose my people, and I'm gonna remember because I was stuck with Kingpin once as like a leader or something weird. So
Stuck?
I'm gonna do because you guys chose all mine, and I was like, well, I guess I'll who's random? Oh, Kingpin.
Stuck.
I'm just saying, I play hard.
So you can do that. You can bring someone back from the dead.
Who's
once,
dead on the show.
Dead on show once, and you can bring someone through time, meaning one of our main characters we saw get displaced once.
I know.
And you don't have to do either of those, but you can. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do it snake draft style, where the person who drafts third also drafts fourth. And we kind of continue to snake through the three of us after that. But to determine the order, we've got some dice. A die.
Is that your
Jessica
roll?
rolling a
19. Ooh, ouchie, mama.
Coming in big number.
Why would you do that?
2 for Brandon.
Oh,
Go
you
ahead,
get the
first,
bottom.
right?
You get the bottom. Let's hope he gets a 1.
13.
Damn,
Okay, so
you
it'll
get the
go.
snake. You get the snake,
It'll
though.
go Jessica to myself to Brandon, and then Brandon will pick again, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So with the first pick, Jessica.
I don't get the snake.
Not yet, but you will.
Yeah, your
it comes
second and
back.
third picks will be back to back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do it, you cowards.
Y'all are gonna.
Do it, you cowards.
You're right. Oh, God, I'm gonna kill Jubilee.
I knew it.
Here's my one. But it's gonna be very sweet. I'm not trying to always. I said if I get picked, if I roll that dice and I get chosen first, I was like, I'm just gonna pull for Brandon
This
and
is all
Zach's
part of my
demise.
long con.
This is.
I know. I'm
force
gonna
your
take
hand on
and my
these
next
things.
one is gonna be one from Zach's.
This is just a personal attack at Brandon. I
Always
love it.
will be.
I also feel like, Brandon, have you, in all of the assembles where she's been eligible, have you ever been able to draft Jubilee?
I don't
No,
think so because
'cause I keep taking
my
her.
plan has
That
worked.
is me.
Where you guys get suckered into taking her all the
Oh,
time.
get out of here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I have, this is yet to work out for me in any of the assembles, but I have a concept, okay, that I'm trying to build towards. We'll see if I'm able to fulfill that concept. If that connects with the
Problematic
audience.
mutants, right?
Well, I'm not gonna
Stop. Zach.
I've already told Brandon and Jessica what the concept is, so I think I'll just go ahead and reveal it. I am going for the sexiest, horniest team I can find. Okay? Something I really appreciate about X-Men 97 Season 1, it was like pretty horny. There was some love triangle type of stuff. There was a little hooking up. There was some chemistry. There was some beautiful bodies on display. I appreciate that. You don't always expect that from animation or Marvel in general.
Right.
Oh my
So I'm
You keep
steering-
waiting for like Bluey for the episode when like the kids are at grandma's
Oh, you dare.
and mom and dad get a little alone time.
He's
and they
gonna
do
take
it. Have you doggy style?
Have you been reading Evan's Reddit post? How do you know about that? Okay. Okay, so to kick this off, and now this is a character from Forge's big board that is alive and well and known in this current timeline. I'm starting off with my leader, Emma Frost.
This is brutal. This is brutal.
When we were thinking
good
about
to
people
go.
to bring in, I was like, yeah, we're gonna
This
need a
is
graphic.
Now,
brutal.
I will say he just took my telepath.
I thought about taking her in that category. The
No,
telepath
she's a good leader. That's why
category is a little thin. I will say in a lot of the more recent storylines, Emma Frost is often a classic villain in the X-Men universe, but like she's been on the team more.
Yeah, she's been
the whole
redeemed a
Krakoa
lot, really.
storyline. She's like a business leader. She runs like one of the biggest like businesses on Earth and stuff like that. So I think like again, also I want sexy X-Men. She's often in a basically out there doing fights in lingerie.
She's drawn inappropriately most of the time.
Yeah, the many.
As a young man, I appreciate it, but as an adult, I'm like, this is not right.
Also, she's been in some noted relationships.
Yeah.
She was in a great, mostly psychic love triangle with Scott and
She's a
Jean.
homewrecker. It's true. It's true.
So I'm off to a good start. Brandon?
This is brutal. I'll have you know that I only had one person written down for coming into live action, and it was Jubilee. How could you?
She's gonna get her day.
I know, but I was gonna make it
But
happen.
also, I don't even care if it's not even X-Men. I'm gonna choose her every time.
I know. Okay, I have some interesting ideas here now that Emma's off the table too. I'm gonna go ahead and take a telepath because it is gonna be a
Yeah,
tight
I
thing.
think I got only one.
I'm gonna take this one because it's too good. Madeline Pryor.
Yes.
and she was dead. Whatever Zach was gonna try and say, she
Well,
was
that
dead.
was I was going to say, no, they purposely didn't show her body. They showed
Jean
Banshee's-
Grey, an Omega level telepath, cannot sense her on the island. She's dead.
We don't know the rules.
Maybe
for
she's back
sensing your
because
clone.
maybe she's back because of Phoenix, but I don't know.
I think she's alive. They showed Callisto dead. They showed Sebastian Shaw dead. They showed us bodies. They did not show us Madeline's body.
You think Sinister's got multiple Madelines kicking around?
Ooh, another good point, Evan. I mean, what's the rule in Contact? Why build one thing when you could just build two? You know what I
That's
mean?
the rule in contact. I thought
I was gonna say,
that's
don't
the
you?
rule in contact.
The Jodie Foster movie.
I thought the rule was they should have sent a poet. That's what she says.
I thought you were gonna say if you build it, they will come, and I was like that.
Still a dream.
But I was like, that's Phil's a dream.
Telepath Madeline Pryor, and then for my second pick, I'm gonna take this as a leader because I think this would be fun and really weird.
Go ahead and say it.
The X-Men, they're cast adrift. People are missing. Everyone's gone, and all of a sudden, a wave crashes on the sand, and who appears? Namor, here to take his rightful place as head of the mutants.
Does it count?
He's a
Oh, yeah,
mutant.
he is.
He is a mutant in the comics. He's a
Canonically,
mutant.
yeah.
He's Marvel's first mutant.
Wow.
He's a mutant in the MCU, but I'm taking like Namor as my leader of the X-Men.
As a leader.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who was your
genius.
first pick?
He's also ruthless. Madeline Pryor as a team.
Oh, okay. Lame ass team.
Namor just coming in. As
Namor
a
is
leader?
like, could do everything.
The X-Men are going to listen to this guy?
They're gonna have to.
I mean, he did
Because he's just
kill
letting a
almost
bunch
all of
octopuses all
Wakanda.
over the place.
And are we going with the one from Wakanda Forever or the one from the
this
comics
is
that's
it.
kind of weird looking?
This is like an animated version of Namor that kind of looks like Spock.
Pointy
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
He's a freak. He's always trying to get with Sue Storm.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
So now I have the next pick. Okay, there's some good names taken off the board, and Namor. So
That's
And
a solid
Namor.
pick. You're a boss.
I'm gonna go
You didn't see it
with.
coming.
So a lot of things.
Okay, so I think I know we. I'm really clearing the decks here on telepaths. I'm gonna take my telepath. This is a character that
Damn,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
have
showed up
I gotta go first.
in season 1, but she has been in the actual 90s seasons of the show. I went for my telepath, Psylocke.
Oh,
She did appear
interesting.
quickly.
Interesting.
Oh,
that's a good
do we see like a brief moment of her? So,
Well, we see her at the end in Genosha, and then Morph took
Morph
the
took
form.
her form.
oh, that's right. Yes.
But we did see the actual Psylocke.
Psylocke now, you have to, this is, what's her name?
Betsy Braddock.
Betsy Braddock, sister to Captain Britain.
Now they have separated the characters.
They
since
have
in the
separated.
comics,
Because there's some weird stuff there. I am taking the
the 90s
pre-separation,
version, yeah.
taking 90s, English woman living in an Asian woman's body, whatever. That's a kink. That's fun. Also often drawn basically in a bathing suit,
she's both like very conservatively dressed, but it's a very high cut. It's like Baywatch
very high
style.
cut. But then, but often like a high neck.
Yeah, it's a one
sometimes,
piece,
and,
but it's like they're showing
yes.
everything they can.
But
with one piece.
she's both got ninja skills. So the storyline was that originally established this look of the character that became so iconic in the 90s, right? Like Betsy Braddock had similar powers to Captain Britain, then like falls in with the hand, and there was a dead woman. I'm mixing it up here a little bit, but like there's a dead woman. They were able to kind of like put her inside the body of this like badass ninja character, and so that like established the look of Psylocke. She got the cool psionic blade that comes out of her
Which
hand.
I think hampers her telepathic abilities a little bit. It makes her not a strong.
I'll be the
Doesn't she have
judge.
to physically get the knife in before she can like do something to somebody?
I think there might be a little bit of that. She does have telepathic skills, but yeah, there might be a limitation there. I don't care. She looks great, sexy.
You did
Wow,
say you
just-
just wanted sexy people.
Just
only.
objectifying women.
Zach
all
did.
over
Zach did say no uggos.
Right. You know what's hanging on my ex-mansion? No uggos.
The front door.
Hey.
It says, I love that Zach has a frat house. Only hot women are allowed in.
I know. I'm gonna need to draft some other.
Hey,
genders.
no more carbs in the cafeteria, okay? Everyone's
Only
on
I
a grapefruit
get- Only
diet.
I get the mac and
You'd
cheese.
like to join Professor X's academy? What's your headshot look like?
What is this? Vanderpump Rules? Okay, my turn, and I get to snake it. I get to snake it. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna snake it because the one X-Men who will get thrown through a portal to end up stranded in the middle of the desert in the live-action MCU. I keep adding that part. I'm choosing Gambit. That's like I gotta take.
So that's your
Gambit.
person you're bringing back from the dead, too?
I'm bringing him back from the dead.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Who would
Bring
you
him back
like
from
to
the dead.
see play Gambit, man? You
I
got
don't
an
know.
idea?
I'm letting that go crazy
Yeah,
because
Austin Butler.
I want.
Oh, Austin Butler Gambit!
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I threw the Queen of Hearts, baby.
the Tennessee outfit, the Tennessee accent for the
Yeah, I'm just a dirty swamp rat, honey.
the dirty swamp part. Home.
Hey, it's a gambit. Remember,
Can you
baby.
say
Hey, you want some of that etouffee? Oh.
say mon cher?
Hey, mon cher.
These beignets, mon cher.
Hey, some beignets, mon cher.
Oh my god.
Mon ami.
It would be kind of funny to see him in that outfit because it's
Hey,
also
now, honey.
fully stocked, like the mask kind of.
Oh, yes.
That outfit would be kind of crazy
Little
for him.
staff.
He's got like the right face shape. I feel
I think
like
so. And
Gambit.
if the hair was long enough, he could do it. I think it would be very fun to see him. He's also very pretty.
Fun. Do you want like a younger Gambit now, or do you want like an old grizzled?
I want.
Gambit?
Well, that's the thing. Channing Tatum might seem older, but he still has that
He's got
look that's
baby
like
face.
I'm 30 something and just.
Especially when you put him
blonde.
in the black sock on it, it'll just be his baby face sticking through.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a Ryan Reynolds, Channing Tatum type that exists today. Well, not Theo
Let
James.
Josh
not Theo
Hartnett
James.
have a crack.
Glenn Howerton.
He's having
Too old.
Have a nice old Josh Hartnett playing.
Well, yeah. Good God, he's older than Channing Tatum.
Good. Get
Josh
Robert Downey
Hartnett
Jr.
beast?
Bring him back as
Yeah,
Gambit.
just call it Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
What?
Bruce Dern's still alive. Throw him in as Gambit.
Nick Nolte. Hey, get Ted Nugent. Nick Nolte in that outfit. It's so funny. That's actually hilarious.
Damn it. Remember it. Okay.
That was really funny. The idea of it. Sorry, I get the snake. So I took Gambit.
Yeah.
And should I go for one that I think you guys are gonna take?
Nope.
Nope.
Let me take it.
I'm gonna take my leader.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Or should I take my telepath?
I think. Well,
Can I ask a question?
We've
Can I
already
ask a
taken our
question?
telepath, so you have time.
But the person I put in my telepath category,
Could
you
get
guys
taken
would
somewhere else.
probably
For another category.
because I genuinely can't remember
You might wanna
a lot
lock
of
it in,
telepaths.
yeah.
Well, we technically say Cable is now a telepath.
He's a telepath. He has telepathic powers.
Yeah.
Great point.
He,
That
does,
you
he just
want?
hasn't like used them. Right?
I mean, that's what he was using
At the
against.
end, right?
Yeah.
He's not mommy either.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cable as my telepath.
Okay, I like it. I'll take it.
I just can't think of a lot of them right now. I hope you guys don't take my leaders. Is one of my leaders is a human. That cannot happen, correct?
Ooh, no.
Not mutant at all.
We didn't. I guess we never said that. We never specified they had to be a mutant.
Well,
That's
I mean, this
interesting.
gets into the thing. If anyone's taking Juggernaut, right? He is not a mutant. Juggernaut is a magically powered individual.
I said a man.
he's a mutant.
Well, in X-Men 97 canon, Scarlet Witch is a mutant, right?
She's
In live action MCU, she's not.
well because they didn't have mutants.
Yes.
She's an enhanced.
Okay.
Though I would argue WandaVision maybe established that she had mutant abilities.
I think you could put Scarlet Witch on yours
Okay.
if you have it. I'm not.
Yeah,
was
she was
thinking
on.
about
She
it.
was on Forge's big board there, so he was tracking her as a mutant.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's back to me. Okay, well, I have like a subgroup in my ideal draft that I need to start working towards. So I'm gonna pick my Die Tragically. He was within. I think he was on the big board there. Yes, he was on Forge's big board, and an OG X-Man who's also been involved in some infamous love triangles. I want Iceman, Bobby Drake.
Damn it.
Nice. That's a good
Put him
one.
on that board.
There goes my leader.
You're killing him?
Yeah, he's gonna be my Die Tragically.
Damn, dude.
Tough.
Damn. I wanted Ice.
That's a
I was
good
like,
one,
someone's
too.
gonna take Iceman. I was like, someone's gonna take Iceman.
Also, he's like one of the most prominent main X-Men that has not been heavily featured in this last season. So it feels like
And he wasn't featured much in the original
Right.
run of the series because he was like already graduated and gone, and
Yeah.
like he showed up a couple.
Yeah, I am
pick.
curious if in season 2 they'll reference like the original X-Men, right? Because we see that picture so many times.
He will definitely show up in season
Yeah.
2. There's no way. No way.
I hope.
okay. So now it's
My turn.
to Brandon for two picks.
Two for me. Okay.
Two for me. Two for me.
Two for me. Here we go. For my brains, I'll take a new character we haven't seen yet on the show. Kind of new to not new to comics, been around for a while, but I think it would be very fun. I'll take Sage as my brain.
Sister Sage?
Not Sister Sage.
Oh,
Sage. This isn't the boys.
my bad.
But she would be great brains also. Sage is like a very powerful mutant, can like connect to any computer, can understand any language, like very smart, and like was secretly working for the Hellfire Club for a while. Like very fun character. So I'll take Sage as my brains.
You could have just taken Bastion.
He's a
He's a little too crazy. A little too chaos. Got
I'm
it.
bringing Bastion back from the dead.
Oh yeah, and you gotta bring him back.
I guess not confirmed.
Oh, he's alive,
Not
right?
confirmed.
Or-
No, he blew up in that black hole thing.
okay.
But I didn't see a body. I didn't see a funeral.
That's the rule.
Yeah, no funeral for
That's the
Bastion. Sorry.
Until I see a Bastion urn, he's alive. Okay.
Bastion. And then for my newcomer, since he's missing right now, he's lost to time. We need this kind of character back. X-23 is going to show up
I
as
was
the
gonna pick.
newcomer to my little crew. So
that's it.
those are my two,
Strong
Sage
pick.
and X-23.
Also, I mean, technically, the only person with adamantium claws.
Yeah.
In this.
Unless, does Dokken have adamantium claws? I forget. Dokken? I don't know. They must be adamantium. You wouldn't give them claws. if they
Yeah.
weren't.
Okay.
Ooh, child.
And you get another pick, or did you already?
No, I
say?
did my two. Sage and X-23.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh,
So now it's back to me. I need to fill in my brains, my heavy, my newcomer, and my MCU live action. Okay, I think. Whew. Okay, so I have to get a little loosey-goosey with my categories here. So I'm gonna do for my heavy. All right.
don't take mine.
Speaking of Brandon's justification for bringing in X-23, you know what? It just ain't an X-Men crew without a Summers.
Uh-oh.
I'm taking Havoc
Havoc. That's
Damn
a good
it.
one. That's a good one.
as my heavy. Also, famously in another love triangle, similar to his brother Cyclops. He was in a love triangle with Iceman and Polaris.
Ooh.
Well, Havoc also had a relationship with Malin Pryor.
That's right.
Havoc's going off, man.
He was the
my
Goblin
boy's fine.
Prince.
Also, he's like
Goblin Prince.
He's like Cyclops with more edge.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he's like a little a wilder Cyclops. So I feel like that's totally appropriate.
With a K, right?
Yeah,
That's
what
right.
they-
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's cool.
Havoc was in my list too.
And you know what? While we all sweat out this next pick, I won't be smelling bad because of today's sponsor. That's right. Mando. Okay.
Oh, no. Let Zach do the Mando read.
Brandon, how did my pit smell?
No.
Oh, it smelled good!
I don't know.
They do
Jessica,
though.
your turn.
They actually do. I would never make it.
No.
John like popped up out of the chair and like ran over to smell my pits the other day.
And you didn't even ask.
We weren't filming. I was in the kitchen trying to heat up my lunch. Okay, it's the Mando though. Legit, I truly wear this deodorant every day. I've mentioned this before. I'm often surprised, like at the end of the day, when you've like worked a full day, maybe run errands, whatever, and you come home and you're like getting ready for bed or something like that. I'll be like, ooh, I still smell great. Truly, this is the only time I've ever noticed this with a deodorant. It's the same clinically proven, doctor-developed formula, but in cologne quality scents for men, like bourbon leather, pro sport, and this one, Mount Fuji. This is the one I've been wearing. It's really nice, real fresh, kind of clean smell. I've been using it ever since we started working with Mando. Love it. This is the only kind of deodorant I want to wear from now on. They're made with mandelic acid. I don't know what that is, but it works. And alpha hydroxy acid that blocks the sweat-eating bacteria on your skin from causing odor, so you don't even smell in the first place, and you can put it anywhere. Again, I'm only currently exploring the underarm portion of my body, but who knows?
Have an adventure.
Hey, maybe once I've got my full Kink X-Men going, I might need to...
Full who? You're
He's
full
calling
what?
them the Kink X-Men.
Okay, that's a mistake. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Mando starter pack with code BREAKROOM at shopmando.com. That's almost over 40% off your starter pack when you visit shopmando.com and use code BREAKROOM. Also, we want to shout out nerdriot.shop, where you can get this Gambit Remember It shirt.
Remember it.
Or Brandon rocking the Xavier Institute t-shirt.
I went to school there.
If you're watching this near upload time before Memorial Day, there's currently a sale going on. Buy one, get one 50% off.
Oh.
Grab 2 t-shirts. Grab 2 different t-shirts for yourself, maybe 1 t-shirt for you, 1 t-shirt for a friend. We've got some fun Deadpool-inspired merch, some great X-Men 97-inspired merch. A lot of great stuff there. The discount is applied automatically. Nerdriot.shop. Okay. Checking in here. We've each assembled.
Evan wants you to check him
Sorry,
out.
Evan.
Latin Blue in the chat saying Zach's team should be called the XXX-Men.
I was thinking of that. That's a better.
I was thinking we need to make a shirt that says, "To me, my Kink X-Men."
Why didn't you just say Kink
It's
Men?
Xavier with like a ball gag in his mouth, but he can still call them because he's.
Yeah, he's got his bird.
Because if you say my Kink Men, it doesn't make sense. But my Kink X-Men.
What if it's
But
kink
say
spelled
to
with an
me,
X?
Oh my
My
god.
kinks
Oh,
men?
like kinks. To me, my
X-Men,
minx
the Secret
men.
Service.
The Kinksmen, the golden.
The golden whatever.
Butt plug? Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
We've both assembled about half our teams.
Okay. Yeah.
Looking good so far. We've got a lot of big names off the board. The only resurrected from the dead character so far has been Gambit, so we could do more of those.
I mean, I would argue Malin Pryor was resurrected.
Okay, fair.
I'm taking that from me.
And then none of us have pulled a character through time that's
yet.
currently on the show, either stuck in the past or stuck in the future. So both those things are up for grabs. Jessica, you now get 2 picks.
Thank you. I'm gonna take my leader, and my leader is none other.
Me?
Go to the Nightcrawler
Oh, Kurt, there. Now we're pulling somebody through time.
is Brandon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna be a great
That's a
leader.
good leader.
He's a great
A
leader.
little religious for my taste, but I'll take it.
Oh, I think he puts it aside during
He's got a clear moral compass, yeah.
where Zach was like, I only want hot people. I said, give me the freaks. I said, give me the freak club.
Yeah.
Real question.
Yeah, Jubilee's the only normal person on this list.
Now, resurrected Gambit, what does he look like? Does he look like the Gambit we saw before, or is he messed up looking?
Well, he's resurrected and he's put into live action.
Oh,
So he looks like Channing Tatum.
Well, he probably doesn't want to remember it.
Remember
it
it.
being his death.
He's like, can I remember everything up to 5 minutes before I die? That'd
Why
be
are
great.
you still doing that voice?
That's what he sounds like.
Okay. And then stop looking at
I'm not looking at you. I'm waiting for you to tell me what it is.
call the goddamn police. That my heavy, which I thought Zach was gonna take earlier, and then I said, wait, my heavy's ugly, so Zach's not gonna take it. That's my strategy now, is getting the ugly people. And my heavy is Colossus.
Oh, good one.
You think he's ugly?
He's on the
Well,
big
he's
board.
not as hot as the other. Well, Zach's going for like sexy, like this body yaddy yaddy. And Colossus is not serving both.
Body, yaddy, yaddy.
He's got
There's a lot of S's in
he's got
that
a
version.
titanium,
Yeah,
yum,
In
yum.
a different way.
How do you spell Colossus?
I think it's just one S at the end.
Why do they always make me do the spelling?
You want me to change the character?
No,
Let me
I
change the
don't
character. Let me change
know
my heavy
spell.
real quick.
COLOSSUS.
U.S. Okay. I can't spell, guys.
This isn't a spelling bee. It's
And sometimes it was the 90s and they put a K on the end for no reason.
of Colossus?
Of Havoc.
Oh. Sorry, my
Okay, so now it's back to me. I need to fill in my... This is where the categories are getting me, because I have a lot of characters I want to draft, but
You gonna swap?
they're not great fits. I might need to swap. Okay, I think... When we say newbie, does it have to be somebody who has not appeared in X-Men 97, or...
I think they could have appeared in X-Men 97, but they just have not been an X-Men yet. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
So I think, in that instance, like, that show has established that Iceman was a part of the X-Men, so he wouldn't be a newbie, right? Because he'd be coming back.
Okay, so I think I also want to point out it's very interesting. Forge's board was a lot of characters that we kind of knew about, and then there was a character. I'm not drafting this character right now, but I just want to point out a character, Dust,
Yeah.
who is
She wears like a shroud because she's like, dust.
Yes.
she's
She is on the full-
Afghani and
Yeah.
like is like canonically Muslim. But interesting, that character was only created in like 2002. After the series is set, and it's not even in current X-Men storylines, a huge character. Interesting, you're only putting like a dozen characters up on a
Right.
board. To include Dust feels like intentional. Like that character's gonna
it's actually
show
like
up.
a big choice that like they probably are putting them in season 2, right?
Yes. You know what? He's alive. I find him. I think he could. I don't know that he has a lot of great, sexy comic book storylines, but he's a sexy character.
Okay.
And I need a brains.
Is it Beast?
No, that wouldn't be that.
Sexy
No,
in a
you
different
can-
way. Sexy.
I'm gonna
Beast is
do.
not sexy.
I'm gonna do.
He's furry.
Man, these categories are getting me. Okay, wait. Let me see. Okay, you know what? Screw these categories, okay? I'm doing it on my own. All right.
God,
I'm taking
angry.
for brains. Mystique. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Good.
Come on.
Okay.
Arguably
Very sexy.
one of the sexiest powers.
Yeah.
Because along with Morph, whatever you're into, that's what she can
I can
be.
do it.
Okay. Also has some famous comic book entanglements with other characters. Did she qualify as brains?
I think she's tactically very smart.
For my team, she does. Okay. So yeah.
I think that's a
Mystique.
good pick. I had her as a potential leader. Like I said, that
Yeah,
she was like a
I
fun
did
leader.
as well. Yeah.
She's very tactical. I like that.
I didn't have her on my list.
I like that. Is it my turn to pick?
No, I
yeah.
think it's Eric's turn.
Is it Eric's turn to pick too?
Lob it up to Eric. Let Eric choose your next character.
No, absolutely not. You let Eric choose your next
No,
character.
no, absolutely
How
not.
dare you? How dare you? Okay, I want to do.
He's gonna choose Beak.
Hell yeah. Eric was his big.
Justice for Glob Herman.
I mean,
Here we
Beak
go.
is dies tragically is very good.
Evan,
That would have been a good
Evan
character.
is so mad none of us are drafting Globber.
Bring him in.
Let's talk about tragic deaths.
Nothing's more tragic than Jubilee.
I'm gonna kill off Sunspot, I think.
Oh.
Because I think it would be very tragic that he's so new
You don't expect it.
that he gets
Racism.
just like killed off like that. So I will kill off Sunspot.
Plus,
We're not all dying
plus
POC characters. are we?
only the good die young, and it's sadder when a
Iceman's
young
white.
person
Oh,
dies.
wait, Iceman is white as hell. Thank God.
Iceman's what?
Thought we killed off all the POC.
I mean, he's technically Snow White. Really. Some would argue he's clear. He's so white.
he's translucent.
Hey, let me tell you something. I get no respect.
Why? Why? And you're doing
Wait, you
Austin
get-
Butler's
I get one more, I get
impression
one
for every
more.
character.
That was a little awesome, ball.
Austin Butler is Glob Herman, right?
Oh,
Austin Butler's Glover. Hey, baby.
Hey, mama.
I'm big old pink
Oh, mama.
blabagoo,
Oh,
baby.
see my bones, mama.
Can you do Austin Butler in Dune 2?
We've done that. He was in Dune too.
I know, that's what I meant, like,
Oh, Lady Fenring.
That's when he says that. He says that.
he says that.
She's just a Bene Gesserit.
He says
so
it just
weird.
like it. It is now on streaming. Go to it.
Hey.
He says it just like
Oh,
Elvis.
you're a Bene Gesserit.
He goes,
One of
Bene
the
Gesserit.
Bene Gesserit.
He does.
The
he straight
first
up
line he
does.
says in that movie. I
Yes.
forget what it is when he's getting cleaned up.
Was it like what was he calling him? His precious?
baby.
my
Yeah.
pets or my
pet.
pretties or something. But he
Bene
says it
Gesserit.
like Elvis. Anyways, second pick.
He does. That's why I made that comment. He
Yeah,
does. It
yeah.
sounds exactly like Elvis.
Yeah.
Second pick.
That's
One
when
thing-
that's when he started training.
I guess I'll do my live action. Who am I gonna bring into live action?
Side note, Evan, could you imagine if Austin Butler played one of the monkeys in Planet of the Apes? Or one of the chimpanzees? That would be funny as hell.
I'm not doing it. I knew you're setting me up. Right?
I'm not setting you up. I'm not. I just said it.
Who am I gonna bring to live?
I will learn, mama. Apes
Stronger together, baby. Stronger together.
What is this? Some kind of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Damn it! God damn it! This is funny. God damn. He's in that little suit.
We've already seen them in live action, but I would like to bring them back, especially in the way we saw them in X-Men '97. And I would like to bring them into live action Angel with the metal wings.
Oh, Archangel, that version.
Not Archangel, because Archangel, after he became Archangel, he kept the metal wings, but he blew and he has blonde hair.
Okay.
You saw him, Morph portrayed them in at the Hellfire.
Yeah, and I think on the board, right? Like
was
that's
still-
the look
and they-
on the board. Yeah.
This is Blue Angel, metal wings, not Archangel, though he could become Archangel again. Coming into live action.
interesting.
Are you choosing two?
Yeah, those are my two.
That was his second.
Oh, what was your
two.
Killed Sunspot.
Sunspot.
Okay, so Brandon only has one category left. Now it's to me. I get one pick here. Either my
No, it's-
no, because I'm in the middle of you two.
Yeah, it goes back to Zach and then me.
And then Jessica's her last two picks, and then it comes back to you.
Can you
Okay.
not take another one of mine?
To pick either the newcomer or the heavy? I think people remaining on the board here that I'm thinking about. Kitty Pryde was on Forge's big board. Classic newbie character. She was the newbie in the '80s X-Men cartoon pilot that never.
The pilot,
really
yeah,
got-
before that they did like '89.
Yes. Magic is on that board.
name me off
Dust
names.
character. And then, characters we haven't seen before. that could
Wolverine,
show up.
Magneto. We already did Magneto, didn't we?
Here's now. Damn. Okay. I think for my. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say for my newbie character.
Please don't take
I'm gonna throw a curveball, but I need when we're talking about romantic potential.
No, don't take mine.
We need lots of potentials. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like we
okay.
gotta be able to mix it up. I already got Mystique that can shapeshift around. Emma Frost can be manipulating people, but I think I need another factor here. So I'm going with my newbie, North Star.
Oh,
Let's go.
that's a good one.
Now has appeared in X-Men
Yes,
'97
she
because
has.
I think there was an Alpha Flight episode
Yeah, it's really quick.
in the original series. But of course, North Star, the first canonically gay comic book character.
Was it North Star appeared briefly in
For a flash.
Yeah, it's a
frame,
very
basically.
quick second.
Yeah, we'll pull it up.
Yes, but North Star been a part
This
of
would
a
be a
couple.
newbie to the X-Men.
A
I'll
couple.
take that.
North Star had a famous comic book run where it was in a bit of a love triangle with a closeted Iceman.
That's right.
Bobby Drake has not only been in a love triangle, a heterosexual love triangle with Polaris and Havoc, but a gay love triangle with North Star and his husband. So there's just more variables and more combos that you can do. You know what I mean?
Your house is horny and hot.
Okay.
Where are the X-Men? They're fucking back at the mansion.
Oh yeah, dude.
Is that how Iceman dies? It's too hot. He can't handle it. Just melts.
All right,
Yeah.
melts away.
He's like, oh, it's too good. It's gone.
I just
What's this
imagine.
puddle in the bedroom?
Ew, stop you.
And also, Iceman's
Hey,
dead.
when you're banging Iceman, you never want to sleep in the wet spot. Know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm talking about
Exactly.
either.
He was
Okay.
making love.
Jessica gets her final two picks. here.
Okay, thank God. I'm gonna choose my brains. I'm gonna go swift with this. So wait, we can't clarifying before I start choosing. So if we chose like Morph, Wolverine, or Storm, they have to be pulled from that time, correct?
Yeah. So
Yes.
technically, you would have already used.
Yeah,
cool.
Nightcrawler, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, making sure because I was like, ooh, I might have just messed up. No, for my brains, I'm choosing Bishop.
Yeah.
Bring back my man. Bring back my man. Look at, that's a hot.
I also feel like Bishop was a tough. I would have drafted him a lot earlier, but it's like he doesn't have the clearest role. Like he's strong and powerful, but he's not like a perfect heavy. He's like has done some leadership stuff, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's not served by the categories we have necessarily. But yeah, good pick.
Yeah, and for season 2, do you think we see more Bishop? Which timeline do we think we see Bishop occupy the most time in?
I think the current one.
current-
Present
With
day?
Forge,
Like
yeah,
a-
present.
yeah.
It's him and Forge kind of being the new Professor X a little bit for a
yeah.
while to assemble a
trying
new
to
team.
find.
What if he
some
falls
new
in love with Forge, and then Forge is like, I'm already in love with Storm, and then we have another triangle.
Ooh.
We also don't know if like Bishop got back via a new time travel device, the old band, because he was like lost to time, right?
He comes
So
back with the broken band that can
he's
only
like,
go
where's
one way.
that beast, motherfucker?
Well, hey,
Why
be
did I
fair-
let this idiot from the 20th century work on this time
To be fair,
technology?
they never finished it. They never finished it. He
Yeah.
was like, I can go
Right.
one. He's like, I only have enough juice to go one way with a baby.
Yeah.
Terrible plan.
Beast was like, man, let me get some leeches and we'll do some bloodletting. That'll fix the problem.
He's not a good doctor. He's
Not
a
a
great
good doctor.
engineer. Horrible doctor.
Not a good doctor. Not a good doctor.
Doesn't know how to.
I'm sorry,
deliver a
Scott
baby.
and Jean. You'll have to go to a regular
I'm
hospital.
just announcing these test results in front of everybody, but you're not Jean Grey. Damn, dude. Patient confidentiality. I mean, has this guy taken a Hippocratic oath?
He
Like-
took off the glasses too before, just so everyone feels the same way she feels.
You've tested positive for not Jean Grey.
The one runs out, goes up the stairs, comes back down. Oh god, the camera's following them.
Get
We
Trish Tilby in here. Go live. Go live.
I can't believe we just turned into a Maury episode, but we did. Okay, sweet. So my brains is gonna be Bishop, and my newcomer, thank God no one took it, is Magic. And I'm gonna force Magic and Colossus to be on a team together.
That's adorable.
It's gonna be siblings on a team.
Yay.
That's adorable.
I like it. That's great. I like
My backup for newcomer was Quicksilver, because Quicksilver's still fun too.
Yeah.
That's a good backup.
But I like Magic.
Okay, with my last pick, my getting dumped into the MCU character.
I just saw something.
Now, I have not taken anybody. Oh, I know what I'm doing here. So I have not used my pulled from a different timeline character. And again, somebody who I think could be a real fun addition to my team. I'm going to pull from, I think she ended up in the past. She's in ancient Egypt right now. I want Rogue.
Yeah.
And I want her getting dumped into live action MCU.
Fully powered, bro.
Fully powered. Yeah, like, and I love Anna Paquin. She did a great job in those earlier X-Men movies, but I want like Captain Marvel level Rogue flying, punching
Well, and
people.
that would be fun to come to the MCU, and then she runs into Captain Marvel, and that history doesn't exist in the MCU, but like it would be interesting to see how that all played
Yes.
out.
Also, I mean, like a character almost as well defined in her relationship history. She's got the Magneto thing. She's got the Gambit thing. She's got some issues with Mystique. That's gonna be a fun simmer. You know what I mean? You put all those together, you got a nice gumbo. Okay.
You got it?
But I have Gambit.
I really
you
wanted
lost him
Gambit
to the
too.
MCU.
Oh, I did lose him to the MC.
Okay, so Brandon with the final pick.
Final pick, a heavy. Let's pull him through time, folks. Wolverine, baby.
Oh.
Wolverine and X-23 together again.
Bone Claw Wolverine?
Brandon's remember how.
I don't care.
Brandon's remembering how we play the actual game.
Yeah.
You gotta win over the fans.
You gotta get it to the Wolverine heads up there. I mean, originally, I kind of wanted. I obviously had Colossus as a heavy. I was thinking Omega Red as a heavy. Like,
Oh, that would've been
a
fun.
fun, deprogrammed Omega Red who's like, no, I've been messing up. I'm bad. But he's a bad dude. He's really bad. I don't think he could ever be good.
He's not like there's been a
Too
lot of
irredeemable. I
like
think.
Emma Frost, Sabretooth. There's been Magneto. Obviously, there've been a lot of
Yeah.
like villains that have had runs as good guys on X-Men,
Right.
but I don't think Omega Red never has really.
I really don't. I mean, there's probably like an arc somewhere where he's like a less evil version of himself. Even like Sabretooth, I love the like Krakoa storyline. Like, you know, they have amnesty on the island, and Sabretooth, he's like, I don't want to be nice. He's like, I'll kill everyone on this island. And they're like, oh, fuck, what do we do? And they're like, throw him into the middle of the island. They basically suck him into the island.
He's in a sinkhole.
Yeah,
forever.
and they're like, we'll deal with him later. And Professor X is like, sorry, I know that was pretty brutal, but I don't know what else to do. Professor X in the comics is so great. He's such an evil dude.
Everybody is fully
those are our
assembled team.
teams.
I just want to run through characters that did not get drafted. Now, obviously, we were limited in how many of the season 1 characters we could pull back from time. So, like, we did get a Nightcrawler, a Wolverine, and a Rogue, but Professor X, Jean, Cyclops, Storm, Beast,
Jean Grey.
Morph. A lot of characters did not get pulled. Some of the characters from Forge's board.
But I also think it's more fun for a season
Yes.
2 to be like.
Well, and I think that's what they're kind of setting up. Of like, we'll have like 3 timelines. So maybe we have kind of like 3 plot lines that we're following continuously. We didn't get nobody drafted either Scarlet Witch or Quicksilver.
I wasn't sure where to put Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. And no Shadow Cat.
No Kitty Pryde
I
Shadow
thought
Cat.
Kitty Pryde as a newcomer. Also like Boom Boom as a newcomer. I kind of like Boom Boom in the comics. She makes explosions. She's got a drinking problem.
Hey, yo.
No Dazzler? No one wanted Dazzler?
Oh yeah, no Dazzler. Well, I was about to take Dazzler, and then I was like, where am I gonna put her?
Yeah, because she needs sound to like. Well, I guess
I
there's
could have
always
killed
sound.
her. When we asked the question, what should we have done with this character, we could have either killed them or brought them into the live action.
I thought about bringing in Darwin as my brains. He'd be like a fun-
I thought about going like a kind of Thunderbolts-esque route and having my leader be Apocalypse.
Ooh.
Is that too? Maybe
That'd be pretty fucked up. Where like Apocalypse has sent people to time to like get him out of the way, and he just takes over the X-Men and is like a good guy, but he's like, I didn't want these people around.
Yeah, clearing house. Yeah.
In the chat, Savvy389 saying Scarlet Witch is your heavy.
Very good heavy.
A lot of people were, Alicia VP reminding us that a lot of people in the chat were saying Darwin. Could have brought Darwin in somewhere here. Newbie, I think, could be cool.
He'd be good movie, good brains. He's a smart guy.
Let's see. There was one more
Good
I saw
heavy.
that I wanted
Can kill
to
him.
read.
I thought about Gladiator as the heavy. You know, we met him. We spent a little time with him.
I put my leader possibly as Val Cooper.
That's so messed up.
To have a human leading would
Have
be
like the
It's
government
funny.
take over.
When you said the human thing, I thought you were going to do more on McTaggart. Which is she dead? Did she die on?
No, because she was. Was she on Genosha?
Are we talking about the
She
news?
was in the council,
Oh, that's right.
But I don't know if we saw her
that
at
one-
the
she
gala.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. she
Oh,
was
I didn't
on the
even think
island.
about that woman.
Yeah.
Was she Scottish?
Yes.
I forgot about that. I should have done her instead of Val Cooper.
Matthew Butcher saying Legion, Scarlet Witch and Legion on one team. That'd be like
My God.
wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Where's the mansion? It's now cotton candy."
It'd be great to do an animation. You could do a lot of stuff in animation that you couldn't do in live action with those.
So I would be like, can you please put back the mansion?
I know, right?
Yeah.
You two keep messing up reality.
No Cyclops or Storm in the time travel polls.
Nah, I like them being gone,
That's fair.
and they gotta go save them.
Yeah, and we're gonna see them right in this next season.
I always take Storm, so I wanted to take a new one. Jubilee.
I think I had Storm on my old.
No
X-Men.
Magneto as well, but you guys discussed that already, right? It's like too hard to. Yeah.
I was thinking too of like dipping into some of the other X teams. Like I did get a Alpha Flight, but like there's a lot of weirdo X Force characters,
Right.
X Factor, Excalibur, your Pucks, your Ferals, your Shatterstars,
baby.
your Sasquatches,
Ooh,
whatever.
coming to Marvel Snap soon. Sorry.
This guy. Loves
No, let him continue. Let him finish.
Keep speaking.
Keep talking about this goddamn Snap.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like what they did to my Werewolf by Night today in Snap.
Oh, I always appreciate when they do a bunch of nerfs to characters I don't use in Marvel Snap because it makes me feel like, you know what? I've been playing the right way.
The loser way?
No. Damn, got me.
Woo!
Got me.
Woo!
Okay. All right. Well, pretty strong. Do you guys want to recap your teams for the audience?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got for my leader, I have Nightcrawler. My brains is Bishop. My heavy is Colossus, and my telepath is Cable. Whoa, I got a lot of big guys on my team.
Big boys.
But then I got my newbie Magic, who's gonna be best friends with Jubilee, who then dies tragically in her arms. But it's okay because Gambit's gonna leave this universe and go into the live action one.
Nice.
My leader is Namor, the Submariner.
Your Blizzard for
My
Christ's
brains is Sage. My heavy's Wolverine, pulled back through time. My telepath is Madeline Pryor, pissed off. My newbie's X-23. My tragic death is Sunspot. And coming to the MCU, we got Angel.
Okay, and then for my team, I'm gonna need you to dim the lights. Okay.
He has to run
Put on
up
some
the
nice
stairs. No.
music, right? Maybe light some candles.
He said,
okay?
"Get horny."
That's right. Cause my leader, she's got an evil glint in her eye, but for our purposes, she'll be doing good. I got Emma Frost, joined by the mysterious, the shape-shifting Mystique. Whatever you're into, that's what she is.
What is she into, though?
Well, we'll explore that in season 2.
That doesn't matter to me.
Havoc. He's rugged. He's got a hot temper. Okay, it's unpredictable.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is Havoc with the crazy.
Oh, he's got the weird headpiece. Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
light.
that's
The
right.
rings everywhere.
And then she's getting sexy. Brandon was like, oh, she's a telepath, but her telepathy only works when she's close. That's a good thing. Okay? It's an intimate kind of telepathy. You know what I mean? Psylocke. I got North Star. Okay. Bringing in a different point of view. We touched on it just a little bit with Morph and kind of their relationship with Wolverine in season 1. But let's go further with North Star and what kind of things you could explore with that character. Iceman, right? As my dies tragically character, he's gonna come back in X-Men 97 canon. He had already retired with Polaris from X-Men. They just wanted to live a normal life. Only to find out, he found out later he was being cucked by Polaris, was engaged to Havoc without
Died of a
knowing.
broken heart?
She joined X Factor and was engaged to Havoc, who's also on my team, so that's going to be fun. And then finally, she's got that sultry southern voice, Rogue, coming in. She can rip heads and rip bodices.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Demonetized X-Men.
She's a pirate?
Darn.
Rip me bodies.
What is Austin Butler's pirate? Because he is going to be in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hey, baby.
Hey, oh.
Hey, you want to walk that plank, baby?
Oh, mama. I haven't seen that Tortuga, baby. Coming out of the Tortugas.
That's a curse of a dead man's chest.
What is that?
Oh, baby, what'd you put on the rum, mama? Come on.
Oh, it's a yo-ho-ho, baby.
Oh, you best start believing in ghost stories.
You better stop believing in ghost stories, baby.
You're in one, mama.
William Turner.
Austin Butler, but he's got the full face.
It's thin face, thin top, and then just long tentacles at the bottom. Stop believing in ghost stories, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
The vote. Okay, so the vote link is live. Check in the description of the video or the pinned comment. Right now, it's pretty equal, but with Jess pulling ahead.
Come on.
So make sure you vote for your favorite team, everybody.
I think it was me doing the Planet of the Apes as Austin Butler. That was the only redeeming Austin Butler.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Assembled. Go back. Hey, all the Assembled episodes, evergreen. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you didn't watch one
Quite a
of our other
collection
ones,
now, too.
go back and catch up on them if you like what you saw. Also, subscribe here to the Breakroom, whatever platform you're watching us on. We'll have more fun content up. Coming up, we'll be talking about Acolyte, The Boys, House of the Dragon Season 2, all that kind of fun stuff coming up in the next few months. And of course, lots of Deadpool and Wolverine coverage. That's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Latest, Gators.